I know a couple weeks ago you mentioned Austin is the left tackle. Was his play yesterday good enough where that continues to be the case? Obviously, there were a couple late penalties, one pass protection breakdown. He had some good moments too. Is he still your left tackle moving forward, or do you look at potentially competition there moving forward?
Look, there's always competition every week. I thought Austin did some good things yesterday, some things he can do better. I think that's the case for really, everyone on the team, myself included. And the goal is to kind of make the corrections and improve throughout the course of the week. And I know he's a hardworking kid, and it's important to him. He'll try to do that, and we'll help him try to do that.
And with the offensive line as structured yesterday, do you feel like you want to give this particular group with these guys in this positions some time together moving forward and grow with these five, health permitting?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did some good things, that group yesterday. Some things that we can do better. We'll make those corrections. But I thought the communication was good. I thought it was spurts of good execution, and I think it's a group we can move forward with.
Thanks.
Omar.
In terms of the running game, how encouraging was it to see the unit get or lead? I know Jacoby had a lot to do with it, over 100 yards rushing. And do you feel like that can be something that's sustainable?
I mean, I think you always want, to get the run game going. I think we're able to do that. Not consistently enough, but we got to go on a little bit, and we'll try to build on that. The O-line was part of that. Obviously, Jacoby was part of that. Backs ran hard. We'll try to build on that.
David.
Hey, Coach. I noticed Tua on the sidelines yesterday. Just curious, that's a long flight. That's, it's a big thing to travel. Is he feeling better, or is there any signs of progress with how Tua's feeling?
We're taking it one day at a time. He's getting better each day. He's working hard to improve and get out there. He wanted to be with his teammates and support his teammates. That's why he made the trip. That speaks to the kind of kid he is, and we're happy to have him there. But yeah, he's doing better. He's getting better every day.
Tim.
Brian, I obviously the defense has a lot to do with it, but when you're putting together an offensive game plan for the week, I mean, can a team even say we want to get more deep balls? We need to get more. We need to get more deep passes. Can you even say that as part of a game plan, knowing that flow of game is going to dictate so much of what goes on?
Yeah, I mean, I think every week you're trying to create explosive plays offensively. But once you get in the game, you got to take what they give you. I think oftentimes most teams are trying to limit the big plays, and you got to have good execution to create explosive plays. So every team wants them. We try to get them. We had a couple opportunities for them. We got the ball downfield. Didn't make as many as we needed to win the game, and we'll always work to try to create more.
Alan.
Hi, Brian. Brian, how much consideration, if any, was given to the idea of going for the first down on 4th and 2 in overtime? And if so, what led to the decision to go with the field goal instead?
I mean, we were going to kick it. I mean, that was kind of the thought there, to pick it up or kick it. I believe Jason was going to make it, which he did, and then thought we were doing some good things there defensively at the end, give ourselves an opportunity to get it back. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. Weren't able to execute the way we needed to. But yeah, we were going to kick it the whole way if we didn't get it. Just kind of give ourselves an opportunity to extend the game and give ourselves a defensive chance to get the ball back.
Travis.
Hey, Coach. Good afternoon. Noticed yesterday Byron Jones traveling quite a bit with Darren Waller. I was curious if you could tell us about what it is about Byron's skill set that went into the decision to have him cover Waller so often, and how you felt he performed that task.
Well, Waller's a great player. Obviously, he's been extremely productive throughout the last couple of years. So we knew we had to have a good plan. I think part of that was having Byron cover him a little bit, but Eric Rowe covered him. We tried to jam him, but he still got his targets and made a couple plays for him. So at the end of the day, we didn't do enough. That starts with me, and we need to do a better job of getting them prepared and going out there and executing.
Marcel?
Hey, Coach, let me try to turn this video on. We heard from Jacoby yesterday. He said that it's part of Gus Bradley's defensive scheme to keep offenses in front of them, and that it's kind of like a battle of attrition there to see who breaks from their scheme first. But is there ever a point where taking what the defense gives you becomes inefficient?
I don't think so. I think there's a discipline, and there's a discipline. I don't think it becomes inefficient. I think oftentimes what happens is when you take what they give you, if you continue to get first downs doing that, move the ball, then they'll change what they're doing, and then that's when you get your opportunities offensively. And that's kind of the back and forth game that offenses and defenses, kind of play with one another. So, I think we had some other opportunities where we could have kind of pushed the ball a little bit, but I think they did a good job. Credit to Gus and Coach Gruden for their game plan. At the end of the day, went into overtime and weren't able to execute, pull out the ball game. But no, I think the best thing to do and the smartest thing was just take what they give you, and but I think you got to execute. I think there's plays to be made on any defense, but you got to execute.
Gotcha. Thanks, Brent.
Omar?
You talk about execution, and I understand where you're coming from. Then you also take ownership for the fact that the team is not executing. How much do you put on what's going on or the struggles that are there on the coaching staff not reaching or utilizing the team in the right fashion?
I think that's how I feel about the situation right now. I think we've got to do a better job of putting these guys in position to have success, close out games, be competitive in games. And like I said, that starts with me. So we got to prepare them better, and then we got to play more consistently. I think we got off to a fast start yesterday, kind of leveled off there in the second and third quarter. Vegas made some plays. We came back, and look, that's the game too. There's ebbs and flows in every game. They played well, then we played well. We played well, then they played well, and then that's kind of how it goes. But we need to play more consistently, and that's going to be something we're going to talk about, a lot this week.
Alan?
What did you think about what you saw from Will in his first action with the Dolphins?
We'll looked good. Wish we'd have got a few more opportunities, but made a few catches, made a few blocks in the run game. Thought he did some good things. It's good to get him out there. It's been a while since he's played. He was happy to get out there and feel the speed of an NFL game and get hit and things like that. So it was good to have him out there.
Anyone else have a final question? Last one, Omar.
In terms of the run defense, obviously it has to be disheartening for them to be able to run, I think it was 19 yards to put themselves in scoring position. Where do you feel like this team is stopping the run at this point?
I think I think we've done a good job in spurts. We're actually just talking about this. I think, when we get in, when everyone's kind of, taking care of their responsibility and doing what they're supposed to do, it's good. We've had run into some issues when guys are trying to, especially in a game like that where everyone's trying to make a play, everyone's trying to, help the team win, and it's genuine and it's sincere. But I think we've had a couple guys get out of their gaps trying to make a play, several times I would say in the second half, and it was to our demise. So that's something we need to learn from. That we just need to, even though everyone's trying to help the team and make a play, it's always best to kind of handle your response, be in your gap, be where you're supposed to be, and as a team and as a unit, we'll handle the run game.